This podcast is sponsored by Rimmel London. If you want to have as many options as possible in your collection, we want to help you build your dream makeup bag at an affordable price. This is the Rimmel 101. So I am bringing this segment forward because I feel like I've had a lot of Delulu thoughts recently, and I wanted to bring my delusional thought of the week forward for you guys and talk to you about my new delusion, which is I'm loving having a bare face with just my big bright mascara on. I just think it makes the look so much better. So that brings me into the sponsor of today's podcast, which is Rimmel London. You guys know Rimmel London is my absolute current go-to. So when it comes to this mascara, I actually fell in love with it when I went on a brand trip with Rimmel. This is literally a lash lift in a bottle. And as you girlies would know, I love to get a lash lift done. I am obsessed with this new Mega Lift mascara from Rimmel London. I've got it on right now, as you guys can see. It is so easy to apply. And what I love most about it is how great it looks on camera. Like when I'm on my podcast, I don't really need to touch it up ever because it lasts all day long and it always looks so perfect. Even though I do have really long and thick lashes, if I don't put any mascara on, it would literally look completely different and you would not think I have the lashes that I do. So with this mascara, it just lengthens, thickens, and also really lifts my eyes to make them pop, which is perfect, especially because it is coming up to summer where, you know, there's a lot more golden hours and it was a little bit hot in London recently. So with this mascara, I don't have to worry about my eyes smudging and the mascara going down my face. It will keep my eyes intact all day long, which is why I love it so much. Also, sad girls, I love to cry. I think I cry more than the usual person. And when I get overstimulated, I cry. When I'm sad, I cry. When I'm ill, I cry. And I also just went and watched Wuthering Heights in the cinema and I cried. I'm not going to lie. It was so sad. I'm literally thinking about crying again, thinking about it. But with this mascara, when I come out of the actual cinema, my friend's was all smudged and mine was still intact. I would also say I'm the biggest mummy's girl when it comes to this because I think she's literally put it in my head since the age of about 12 is that I should definitely be wearing mascara when I leave the house. She literally believes that you can wear no makeup, but you always need to put mascara on as it just makes you look more alive and a lot more awake. And with this mascara, that is exactly what it does. Me and my sisters growing up have always worn mascara anytime, even when we're going out and about, and it might not even be for long. But even when I just go to the gym, I just want to feel a little bit more alive and awake. And when I just put mascara on, it just makes me feel 10 times better. And I'm sure most of you guys can relate. And a little fun fact for you guys, this mascara actually gives you 6 times more volume than your natural lashes, which I just thought was a cool fun fact to know about because who knew that you could get such a good mascara for such an affordable price that actually does what you need it to do? Also, this mascara wand is absolutely amazing when applying onto your lashes because it's actually got like a thinner kind of brush on there, which means that when you're actually putting it on your eyelashes, it evenly dispenses on the eyelashes, which means that you're not going to have any clumps. It's going to go smoothly onto the lashes and make them look perfect. That is my Delulu for the week. I just thought I'd let you know about my new absolute favourite mascara. But obviously, there is a lot of other Rimmel products that I have spoken about on this podcast in the previous episodes. But yeah, I just thought I had to let you know. All items spoken about are available to shop in Boots nationwide now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Amy Charlize's Private Story. Today I've actually got a guest, well 2 guests that I've already had on before, but I needed to get them back on. I've missed them, I haven't seen them in a while, and they're now engaged, so there's a lot to talk about, but I have got Jessie and Will. Hey guys. How are you?
We're good, how are you?
Good, thank you. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. You're now engaged. Well, you're both engaged, but I'm looking at Jessie with that big fat ring on her finger.
Yay!
Well,
it
as
happened.
soon as she walked in, I was like, well, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, do you know what?
Needed to happen.
This is really funny. Every time, everyone that we see and they go, oh, let's see the ring, they always look at me and they go, yeah, well done. And I'm like, clock it.
He did that. Because I remember, like, I think a few times before you guys actually posted your engagement, I was like, is this an engagement post? Because all your pictures are so, like, couple and cute and, like, they just look like it's an engagement post every time. I'm like, wait, are they engaged? And I'm like, no, okay, they're not engaged yet.
Whenever people comment that, we're like, guys, when we do get engaged, you will know. It will be a photo of him on the one knee, and that's what you got.
Yeah, it was going to be always really obvious when I proposed, I guess. And,
yeah.
It was beautiful.
Honestly, I'm so happy for you guys. But I wanted to know, talk to me, because I actually saw that you kept it quiet for quite a long time. What was the reason for that? Just you were in your own bubble?
Yeah, so when Will proposed, he also told me that day he'd booked me a surprise trip for the Maldives. So it was literally like we got engaged, we saw my family, and then a few days later we were packing our bags and we left. So I didn't actually get to tell that many of my friends and family in person. And because we were in Australia at the time, it makes sense if I can tell people in person, I would. So we kind of just decided not to tell people. And then I think we were just in a bubble and we didn't want to be on our phones, you know, sitting there responding to people. Like we love responding and everyone, but we didn't want to just sit on our phones while we were on holiday.
Especially that kind of holiday.
Yeah, we wanted to soak it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted that moment for ourselves.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't. We didn't really care about like posting it, and we just wanted to enjoy it. And it was really nice because we could really enjoy it with the family and friends, and then you'll post it online and share it with everyone online, and you
get the two different
spike of excitement
yeah.
again, sort of thing.
Wow! And did you know?
No,
Did you have a feeling?
I had no idea. So I guess there were tiny little inklings where I was like, this would be a perfect spot to propose.
Yeah.
And I was pointing out to Will, I was like, you know, like if we ever come back here again, people get engaged up here. People have weddings up here.
You know, Jess, like you guys come out of Love Island, and I feel like you were just joined by the hip. Like there was no
100%.
leaving each other's side. So I feel like he knows you so well now. You've been together for so long. You've literally moved across the whole world to live with Will. And are you still living at the farm?
Still living on the farm. It's really funny though, like the previous 6 months, if you actually listen to all of like the press that we did and everyone that we spoke to, I was like hinting it the whole way.
Really?
Because I'd done that for so long, no one thought anything.
Yeah.
But obviously I had the ring. I knew where we were going to get engaged. I knew the date. Like I knew it all. So I was like subtly hinting it throughout. And even like in the TikToks that we were doing, we did this like clinkers challenge.
Right.
Have you, I don't know
I
if
feel like I know what you're talking about.
it's like an Australian thing because I don't think we have them here, but there's like different colours and you bite into
Yeah,
it and it's
yeah,
like, oh, if this is like orange, then we'll do this. So I was like biting into it and be like, oh, if this is yellow, I'm going to propose. Like, things
Yeah,
like
but the thing is,
that.
you're probably like immune to it at that point, thinking, all right, when's he actually going to do it then?
Yeah, literally. I just didn't think anything of it. But it's so funny looking back because Will, I love you, but you cannot keep a secret. Whenever he has like a surprise for me, he's like, do you want me to just tell you?
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like, no.
I was doing that. So I
Oh.
had the ring hidden. And I basically played it off. It was a Christmas present because I had to wrap it up because there was no other way I could get it to Australia because I got it in the
Luggage and stuff.
in the UK
Right.
sort of thing. So I wrapped it up, but you had the engagement and then you had like a bigger box and I wrapped that up and I was like, oh, it's not. But I kept going like, oh, do you want to know? Like, what? Do you want to guess what it is?
Yeah, and then I was like, tell me my Christmas present because we said we're not getting each other big Christmas presents. And then he was like, oh, it's just something off TikTok shop.
You're
Classic.
actually, yeah. Yeah, do you know what? That's one way to throw someone off. Tell them their rings from TikTok shop. But it is gorgeous. Like,
Yes,
well, you did a
love it.
really good job.
Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Oh, terrified.
Really?
Ah,
I've never
absolutely
seen Will so
terrified.
nervous.
Did
yeah.
you have a feeling that he was acting off or no?
You were acting off.
Yeah.
I actually was taking videos and I thought he was having like this midlife crisis. We were in Tasmania, so I guess that's where I'm from, not where Will's from. And I was like, is he trying to fit in with the people down here? Does he feel like he doesn't belong here or something? What's going on with him? Because you were acting so off.
I didn't know what to talk. Do you know what? I feel like I'm really chatty. And that day, like the run up, so basically I got our management to say it was a brand deal, like an Airbnb brand deal. So we got put up in this beautiful place for like 4 days.
Yeah.
And then I proposed like halfway through. So we played it off like it was a brand deal. And then I booked a vineyard and our management said that was part of like the experience and things like that. But we had to be out the house for like 6 hours. Obviously, Jessie was driving, so we weren't really drinking. And we'd finished like within 2 hours. So I had to stall Jessie for like 4 hours and I had no idea what to do. And I just didn't know what conversation to have. Like I was speechless. So it got to the point where I was just ended up just like, let's admire the view. And I'll just sit here in silent. And it got to the point where I tried to start a conversation. And I was like, come on, let's talk about our love and things like this.
And I was like, what the friggin' hell is wrong with you? Because everyone knows, Will, you do not sit still. You're energetic. You're always doing things. You don't ever want to sit and look at a view.
And
Do
I've
you know what I
never
mean?
heard you not be able to adapt in wherever you are and, you know, make a friend. So
I
the
didn't
fact
know
that
what
you
to
were
do.
so awkward.
I don't know what to do. It
And
was
like you've
horrible.
obviously been with her for so long, but I feel like that. Imagine how nerve-wracking that would be. It's like
It's
meeting
horrible.
someone from the first
I
time.
knew it was going to be really nerve-wracking because even so when I got the ring delivered, I obviously told my parents and asked Jessie's parents for
Yeah, I was gonna
permission.
ask. How did you ask Jessie's?
I obviously had to do it on FaceTime because they live across the world.
Yeah.
It's really funny. So I called Jessie's mum Alice first and obviously told her, and then I told her dad, and her dad was playing God beforehand. And had to pause his game, and then I went out, and they were like over the moon. They were really, I know they were really, really happy. But I told my parents first, and I walked in, and I got the ring out, and I just like started shaking and couldn't even vocalize what I wanted to say. But then obviously they saw the ring and they knew exactly what was going on. But I was like terrified telling them, and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to be on the actual day?
Yeah.
Where I get down on one knee and try and.
Did you rehearse getting down on one knee? I
Yes,
just want to know.
I actually did.
Did you look in the mirror, look at your posture, check it's
Yeah,
all right?
because that was one of the biggest things. Me and Jessie actually spoke about this on the podcast. She was like, whatever you do, you've got to make sure that you're not slouching over. Because a lot of people like go on one knee and like have a hunchback. So I'm like,
It's giving Sims. I
I'm
don't
like-
know why that was giving Sims.
I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I have to have this beautiful speech. I've got to get down on one knee. I have to have good posture. Obviously, we had photographers there, so to get the beautiful photo, there were so many things to think about. And it was just a blur, to be quite honest. I couldn't tell you what I said, what happened.
Do you know that there's a right knee that you're meant to go on? Did you know that?
I'm gonna be honest, I was not
We don't
thinking
even
about
know.
that. I didn't even know. I got down, got the ring out, and then Jessie like snatched the ring and put it on her finger. I was like, no, I'm supposed to do it.
Yeah, I just took it
Jessie.
off him because in the video we posted of it,
Yeah.
they don't actually show that part. They cut it out. Not very romantic.
But the editor was like, let's cut that part out.
Yeah, oh my goodness, it was like, and I was like, but it was good because I was shaking. I don't know, do you know what I mean? I was shaking like this. I would have put it on your
I
finger
don't
like
even
that.
think you got it out of the box fully. I think I.
Yeah, I know. This is what people don't prep you for. Like, what do you actually do? Obviously, I got the ring out and when said, "Will you marry me?" No one really like talks about what you actually do after that. Like,
No.
I was just, and then obviously Jessie said yes, and that's probably why she grabbed the ring because I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even remember what was going through my head either because it was quite like it was a surprise, so it was really overwhelming, and I was obviously so happy, and I was just like, "Yes, please."
Oh my gosh. But who would have thought from like back
I
in Love
know.
Island times when you guys first come out? And I feel like people didn't truly believe in any couples and they still don't really. So when you first come out, are you planning the wedding?
We will be planning the wedding. We haven't actually started as of yet.
Yeah.
I feel.
More brand deal? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no. For sure. For sure.
Please sponsor.
But I think we've been kind of just loosely looking. We've been looking loosely at where we want to have it. I think it's going to be in Australia, Tassie, but we're kind of like still debating that at the moment of where to have it, how to have it.
Will, has your family been to Australia?
No, never.
That's going to be so fun.
I
Oh,
know.
it's gonna be so fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
But-
they get to come visit, see Australia for the first time and have their son's wedding.
And then our families meet as
They've
well
never met?
properly. No, obviously. Well, we've had Jessie's like brother and
Brother. I
sister.
was going to say your brother's come down before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I've seen that on TikTok.
brother and sister, but kind of like parents and everything like that. So,
So my mum met Will's dad on Love Island, and that's literally the only time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're so lucky that happened. Otherwise, imagine like we've been together for so long and our dads haven't met.
But let's
That's
be honest,
wild.
That's
them
crazy.
meeting on Love Island wasn't organic, wasn't natural. Like we had conversations with them. They're being filmed. They're told what conversations to have. Like,
Yeah.
walk through the doors again. That shit was not organic or like
No.
natural.
Or authentic or nothing. At least they can catch up at the wedding.
Exactly.
They got a lot to talk about at the wedding, which is perfect.
Oh, 100%.
So you're going to do the wedding in Australia?
We think so. But the thing
Right.
is, the more I look into venues, the more I find.
Okay.
And then I've started to find really nice ones in Sydney. And then I've found nice ones in Italy. And
Wow.
yeah, just like the more I look into it, I'm like, oh my God, like how do you make a decision?
How do you make a decision?
I don't know.
And what are you going to do with guests? Is there going to be a lot or is there not going to be a lot?
So
I'm gonna be honest. I hear people that have like weddings of 300. I couldn't name you 300 people. Like I don't know how many people would come. It's not going to be a big wedding because I don't feel like we know that many people.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's either going to be over here or over there.
Yeah.
I don't think full extended family will travel.
yeah, it's really hard because half the people we know are here and then the other half are in Australia. And that's just so far to ask people to travel for. Like going to Australia is not a short trip.
No, but it's also a very worth it trip. So I
Yeah,
feel like
true.
if people were looking at it from that
100%.
aspect, I would definitely go to
I'm
Australia.
like, I
if
want a
I get the
2-week
opportunity.
wedding. Like, milk that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
everyone come over. We're going to have 2 weeks. We're going to have pre-parties. We're going to have parties. You know, I think it will be a really good time.
Have you got any like wedding icks of like the wedding day? Like we have no kids or do you not care about that kind of stuff? Because you see on TikTok like people will be like, this is my
Yes.
do's and don'ts for my wedding. I want to know what your do's and don'ts are.
Do's and don'ts for the wedding.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not that fussed about children, but obviously I don't want it all like loads of children. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, how do you organize that and be like,
Family
we're not that
only.
close. Your children can't come, but these children that gets really
Family
sticky.
only. I'd go Stella. That's Jessie's little sister. She's going to be our little flower girl.
Yeah.
Aw.
But yeah, I would go no kids. Thank you very much.
But this is a good one. What about people's partners that you don't know.
Yeah,
'Cause
how do
that's
you
what
feel
I
about that?
always
'Cause
think
you've got to
about.
pay per head, so you're going to be paying for someone's partner who you don't know. They might not even end up being together for much longer.
And then you just have a
And
random
they're in the
person at your wedding.
photos, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. If we need to make numbers up and we need those chairs filled, they can come.
But then if we need numbers,
Otherwise, it's
up,
just your mum and dad and your little sister at the front. Like, hey,
Literally.
we're here for the wedding. But yeah, so Australia's looking like the plan.
I think so.
You can do anything in UK to celebrate. I'm sure you guys.
100%.
I think we'll do too.
I think the UK will be more of a celebration with our friends and stuff. The people that probably won't come over and stay for 2 weeks with
Yeah.
our families and stuff, but then we can celebrate with everyone. Because as well, I'm pretty sure Will needs to register the wedding here, and I need to register it in Australia. So there'll be
Wow.
there's a lot to do.
So much logistics going into this.
It'll be an expensive couple of years.
Yeah,
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to get to work.
You do need to get to work. I mean, you already are about. I saw you guys have been posting a lot on Snapchat recently, just to go off topic a little bit.
Yes,
Snapchat, love you
Snapchat.
guys. We
I
love
love-
Snapchat.
I'm so
love Snapchat.
inconsistent with Snapchat. I'm like, yeah,
Wow.
let's go, and then I'm like, oh, I've had enough.
I love Snapchat. It's like my little diary.
I've been seeing your reactions to All Stars.
Yeah.
It was making
Oh
me
my
laugh.
god, that was just wild.
It's just Will like sat on the sofa and Jessie walking in like watching the TV standing up like everyone was like jaw on the floor
yeah, oh
from
my
this
god.
season of Love Island.
Crazy.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean it was a crazy ride.
But
Watching it as a viewer was like a roller coaster. So imagine being in that villa this year.
I know, it's
Uh,
crazy. It's really interesting when we watch it back because obviously we've done the show, so you kind of know the dynamic of how of the situations that are playing out and,
Also,
and
we
things
know
like
the
that.
people.
I know,
Like,
weird.
you're
Yes.
at events and then you're like, oh, that girl and that guy. I'd never put them two to be friends from
Mm.
events that I've been to with both of them. Do you know what I mean? It's so
Mm.
weird when you go in there. Well, I've never been in there, but from what I'm watching, seeing these different people, I'm like, I've seen that girl at an event, but she was never nice to that girl before. And now they're in there, they're like best friends. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's so weird to watch people you know, but I feel like the South African Love Island villa has like some sort of curse because all the seasons filmed there's loads of arguments.
Yeah,
Like-
Mallorca not as much, but then to be fair, do you not think that have you watched the summer one that just went with Shakira, Harry, all of
Yeah.
them? I feel like they argued a lot.
They
That was
did.
Mallorca.
But it wasn't as bad as this All Stars.
No.
They were shouting at
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, it was giving drama.
But I feel like they seem as though they're all good now. I don't, just from the Snapchats since everyone's left the villa.
Yeah, there's
It
always
seems-
going to be cliques of people that are closer with other people.
Exactly.
So you watch this season of All Stars.
We missed a fair bit of it.
The second half, because the first half we were in Australia.
You didn't miss much.
Yeah,
I think the second half is where it started to get like interesting to watch.
yeah. So when we got back, we kind of
Yeah.
just like, and it's one of those things where it's like, oh, we'll just flick it on and off, but then you just get glued to it, don't
Yeah,
you? It's
yeah.
just so good. But I hate how I don't know. This Love Island have done this the last couple of years. They leak it to the press before, so they write of what's gonna happen, so you know what happens in the episode.
Even do you not think sometimes the first look you
I
see half the
know.
episode?
Yeah.
But they make the first look so like I don't know, like you know half the argument now
I
and
know.
who it was with. But before I feel like they never used to show that
No,
much.
I don't like that. I like it to be a surprise where you're like, oh my god. But now you kind of know what's gonna happen in the episode.
Especially TikTok this year.
I know.
Oh my
They
God,
were-
yeah.
I didn't stop seeing it on my For You page. It was like swipe, team someone, team
Oh.
someone, team someone. I was
Ma-
like, wow.
My favorite thing was the edits of Shaq for the Disney Channel edits.
I've got them stickered on my Snapchat, and when people annoy me, I just send them Shaq stickers.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
Shaq.
my god. I just thought
Oh.
that was just gold.
I
That
know.
was so
it was
funny.
the Disney Channel call. It
Yes.
was like him walking away, and it found
know.
like Hannah Montana all over it.
I know.
No, I loved it. But obviously we've spoken so much about Love Island before, and I feel like we've kind of moved away from that now. You guys are obviously still together, but thanks to Love Island. But I wanted to ask you about Australia. How was Australia the last time you guys went? You went quite recent. How was it?
Australia was
You
amazing.
lived there. You
Yeah.
lived there your whole life. So I feel like for you, it's just like, yeah, same old. But would you move?
Should we move? I would love to, but I do feel like we're in our work groove here. We've got our main management here. We've got our business starting, the podcast here. So it's a bit scary, the thought of moving.
Yeah.
Look, if I could pick everything up here and just drop it in Australia and just do the exact same, but in Australia, without a doubt.
Really?
Without a doubt, I would move there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Have you been to Australia?
Never.
You'll love
You'd
it.
love
I
it,
feel like
yeah.
you will go and you will just think the exact same.
Yeah.
Weather amazing, people amazing.
Even just like the work core out there, like the workout atmosphere, like
Mm.
everyone gets up at like 5 a.m.
amazing.
People go to bed earlier. It's meant to just be a lot like cleaner lifestyle vibes.
It's a better life.
It is meant to be better life.
Generally, better life.
Yeah.
Every time we go, and we always go for a good stint at the end of the year, spend Christmas over there with Jessie's family. Like, we'll be there for like 2 months, and it's always the highlight of my year.
That's mad.
Just over there.
Yeah. So you find that you work better in UK than in Australia?
Do you know
You
what?
get more work.
I think because
Work-wise, okay, right.
But because the weather isn't as good here, like I have to do something to keep myself occupied. So I will
Right.
really like invest my time and energy into work and focus on it. In Australia, if the sun is shining, I do not want to go to work. When I used to work like a full-time job,
Yeah.
I was always having a sickie if it was a really good day. Like, girl's not going to work. She wants to go to the beach. But here, it's kind of like you can focus so much better.
That's
Because it's
mental.
fucking miserable. That's why. There's nothing else to do.
There is nothing else to do.
There
Once you've done London and like been to all the different places, it's like, all right, let's go back to the same restaurant I've been to 60 times. 'Cause I feel like Australia is just such a big country. I'd like love to travel around.
It was
Yeah.
so sad and depressing when we were out there for 2.5 months and you came back and it's just grey.
Yeah.
It's just grey skies and you're walking and then you just start getting on the UK For You page and it's like, it's been raining every single day since the start of the year.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you see that fact?
Oh
Guys,
my
with that fact,
Yes.
and it just made me feel worse.
Yeah, and I was
Made me
like,
feel worse.
seriously? We came back for this?
No, literally. And talking of podcast, you guys have your own podcast
Yep.
and you are relaunching your podcast. Are we allowed to talk about this?
Yes.
Okay, go on. Give us some inspo. Give
So
us
we've
some
been
tea.
doing our podcast since November last year, the year before last.
Yeah.
And we're like, it is time for a refresh, a change. Because we've actually changed so much since we started the podcast.
Yep.
So we've got...
We're engaged, baby. we're real adults.
So yeah, we're going to be talking about the whole wedding process and the engagement process because Will did a lot of hard work in making sure that like proposal was perfect, which it was.
Look, anyone looking to get proposed to, shout, like, come to me.
He's got a new business venture.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give you the tips and tricks of how to do an amazing engagement.
I mean, I do think it helps that you are both influencers and you could say that the management are like giving you brand.
Oh, easy from that aspect. Yeah, do you know what? If it wasn't for them, I don't know how.
You would have made that work.
No, because like it's so out of character. If like, especially when we're in Taz, because we just see Jessie's family. Like, why would I be like, let's go on a trip for like 4 days? And do you know, actually, just going back to that, it was really difficult because Jessie was inviting her family up.
Right.
And I was like, no. Jessie was saying to the family, come. And I was like, no, don't come.
Yeah.
Sort of
I was
thing.
like, yeah, staycation. I'm sure it'll be fine. I looked on the accommodations account and I was like, it's got 8 bedrooms. Of course you guys can come up.
Mm.
Will was like, no. And
I bet you were like, why are you not letting my family come up? Why do you not wanna
literally.
be my family.
Yeah, and it was really, and obviously I had the family. They were coming up after the engagement to celebrate.
Right.
And obviously, and the kids didn't know. It was only the mum and dad that knew. The kids didn't know. So Jessie's there saying yes, and then I'm saying no. So then the kids were just like, well, Jessie's siblings was like, oh, we just won't come then. I won't book it off work. And I was like, no, you have to book it off work. And it was
you
just
need to book it
yeah,
off work.
It was just, it got to the point where Jessie's sister Rachel just was like, you're going to propose, aren't you? And I was like, yes.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I
What is
know.
the proposal? Oh, that is so fun though. So the podcast is going to be basically like a more wedding kind of plan, talk about the engagement. Are you
Yeah.
going to interview people on there or are you not really sure?
Yeah, so we do want to get guests and interview other people on their experiences because, well, for Will, planning a proposal, how do you know what to do? How do
is
you
true.
know, who do you ask? So it's kind of, we want all of that to be clear for everyone.
Yeah.
We have recorded a bunch of episodes, but we're just going to wait a little while to launch. So we've got a backlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We want to launch now though.
I bet. I feel like that eager, like, when you got new content and it's fresh, or like,
No,
you
no.
post it now. And
Yeah.
then they're like, no, you got to wait until this certain date. And you're like, oh.
I know.
Why?
We recorded in January and started the recording. So we're like, please let us launch it now, but
Wow.
just waiting for the perfect timing.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, that sounds amazing though. Congratulations.
you.
And I wanted to ask, because I love when I get couples on and I can sit here and just listen to you guys. So I wanted to ask, what is your favorite thing about each other?
My favorite thing about you, Will. What are you looking at me like?
I always
that?
like these. I'm like, what are you going to come up with? What are you
Okay,
gonna
so
say?
I could give like a really cute and wholesome answer, or I'll give this one that just comes to my mind straight up. Is
Either one that comes to mind.
yeah, do you know, I love about you, Will. You cook for me all the freaking time. That's
Aw.
amazing.
I actually
isn't
lost
it?
my shit last night.
Yeah.
I was like, I really because we're doing cooking a roast dinner every day at the moment for the business because we're doing like a roast dinner launch, like roast dinner meal
Right.
kits, right? And I was like, do you know? I actually said to her, I'm actually sick and tired. I'm like, I cook every single day, and you sit on there on your phone, and I just like threw all of my toys out the pram, didn't I?
Yeah, you
And you're saying
did.
that's your favorite thing about him. Oh, that's why. Like,
Yeah, I like it when you cook for me.
Yeah,
It's great.
That is really sweet.
I'm eating good since we've been together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
3 years of cooking. I think you cooked for me once or twice.
Yeah, but whenever I try to cook, Will comes in and takes over. So
Will, you should start your own cooking series.
yeah,
I don't think I'm that good of a cook.
you
though.
actually are.
I'm gonna be honest.
You're really good.
I don't think
He
I'm
is.
that good of a cook.
I just heard you say business.
Yep.
What is going on? I didn't know about business.
Oh, we're launching a business in the spring,
Ooh.
which is
yeah.
just roast dinner meal kits. So you'll basically just pay for a kit, and in there comes like the meat, potatoes, veggies, and then you can buy pantry products on the sides. We've got like our own gravy and oils and rubs
Guys,
and
this
seasoning.
is so cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
You're saying
But
this so casually, like, just in business,
Yeah.
roast dinners on the side. Oh,
Yeah.
that is so amazing.
Yeah, launching. We really tried to push to have the launch for Easter Sunday,
Okay.
but it's just not soon enough, sort of thing. So I think it's got to be pushed back like a couple of weeks. So it's going to be a spring sort of thing.
Lovely. Where did the idea come about?
so I think we started on this last year. So it's almost been a whole year.
Oh
And we
Doesn't
were
surprise
gonna.
me when it comes to making a brand.
Oh my
Takes a while.
God.
yeah.
The work behind the scenes is crazy.
I bet.
And because it's in food, we're getting up to the stage where it's really risky because with food, if you order the food and it doesn't sell, it goes to waste and you lose all your money. And
course
obviously, you
not.
don't want to waste lots of food. So we
Yeah.
have to get everything so perfect, which I think we've done a good job. Shout out to all of our followers because we put surveys out and they actually filled the surveys out so we can kind of gauge what they actually want to buy. So it's
Yeah.
not just a stab in the dark.
Of
We've done some
course.
research behind the scenes, but yeah, a little bit stressful as we come up to actually
I bet.
getting to prepare it.
Yeah, very stressful. So we've got the pilot, which is spring. And
Okay.
then we're only going to do a limited amount of boxes. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how many, but there's going to be a limit. And then with that pilot, we can kind of like get all of the information. How did it all work?
Feedbacks, yeah.
Feedback. Did people actually like the food, sort of thing?
Yeah.
And all of that. And then I think the full launch. I don't exactly know.
A little bit later in the year.
Probably after summer,
Okay.
because
Do
obviously.
you have roast dinner in Australia?
Yeah, so we do have roast dinners.
I didn't know.
I
that
don't
was,
think
like,
it's
a
as big
really
as it-
big British thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what
So
I've
big there.
noticed? People in the UK are so specific about their roast dinners.
Yeah.
Because for a roast dinner for me growing up, it's like fruit and I'm not fruit and veg. No fruit. We're not
No.
that one. But it's
You're an
it's like-
almond mum. By the sounds of
Big
it.
raspberries with gravy.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean,
That will be in their boxes.
yeah. But like in Australia, I feel like you can have almost any vegetable, and say your chicken or your meat, and your gravy, and maybe some cauliflower cheese. Over here, what I've noticed, because we've been posting roast dinners every single day,
Yeah.
people are saying like, nah, you have to have a Yorkshire pudding. You have to have stuff in
You
it.
have to have a Yorkshire.
Yeah, I've really
But
learned
because
how
we're doing it-
specific it is.
We're doing it every day, so it's a little bit heavy. Everyone's like, "That's not a real roast," and I'm like, "Dude, I'm not pulling out the works and the red carpet to have a roast dinner every single day." One, I feel like we'll just put so much weight on, so we kind of just be a bit conservative, like a little bit of veggies and a
Yeah.
little bit of meat, and then maybe once a week on a Sunday we'll go the whole shabam. But everyone's just like, "That's not a real roast. Like, you haven't got gravy and stuffing and pigs in blanket." We're
Yeah.
like, guys,
I'm like, guys, we've got Coachella in a few months.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Yeah.
fit into my outfit.
Please, exactly. How has this idea come about though from your perspective? Is it because of the farm and you've got the animals and stuff? Like,
Yeah, 100%. I think growing up for me, so the main reasons why we wanted to do it was one, to bring people together again. I feel like it's been lost, like people getting around the table and eating together sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's, I don't think it happens as much when you go back within like tradition and things like that. It used to happen every Sunday. So that was like one of the things. Another thing is eating whole foods again, trying to get people to cook and understand what they're putting inside their bodies. Like it's going to be like no processed
Right.
foods, and eat seasonal as well. And the benefit of eating seasonal, two things is just really good for you. That's how we're supposed to eat within the seasons. And Number 2, it's just cheaper as well.
It's better for the environment too, because you don't have to import things.
Oh no, of course not. It's
But
coming straight
with all that, everyone's so focused on health, and I was like, do we start like a supplement brand? But then when you think about it, you actually get your vitamins and your nutrition and minerals all from your foods. So I was like, why don't we just literally do the foods that are good for you?
Yeah, which is a great roast dinner.
Yes.
I cannot wait to try this. So
Yeah, we'll
as
send
a
you one.
box, and it will have everything in there for you.
Everything in cooking time, because we're working with like chefs. Cooking time, they're saying about 20 minutes prep time, so it's not
Wow.
not a
My
tremendous.
mum takes hours sometimes to prep it all,
Mm.
especially on a big roast day when we've got
Exactly.
the whole fam round. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
But that's like as well, not many people, younger people, cook roasts. It's always like your
No.
parents or your grandparents.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, guys, we can't let roast dinners
Fall
just-
out.
Yeah,
They
we have to
might
keep them
go.
alive.
Yeah.
So we kind of want to aim it to people that are a bit younger. I mean, it's aimed for everybody, but we also want to encourage younger people to have like a date night where you cook your own meals at home. And it's just like really cute and
And it's
wholesome.
just
and
there and ready for you to
Exactly.
use.
Yeah.
Instead of having to go out and get all the different stuff and not know what you need to get. I feel like this is giving like you should go to universities and give this out to universities because
Exactly.
students would not know how to cook, how quick to cook, what you need to get. I feel like this is like perfect.
I know.
So many people from uni actually have messaged being like, I've always wanted a roast dinner since being in uni, but like it's just
Yeah.
too much to do.
I just remember my sister used to come home from Brighton just to get a roast from my mum. on
Aw.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So I feel like it actually is like perfect.
I know. And when we were doing all the
people.
research, it's not out there.
No.
Like, there's not actually a roast, which I was so surprised about. Like when we were doing all of the research and everything prepped beforehand, like there's nothing out there
You
for
normally
it.
hear these influencers doing like the same brands, but you guys have really gone rogue, and I love it.
We have gone a bit rogue. I sometimes
rogue, but it
think-
makes so much sense at
Yeah.
the same time with you two. Like I feel like I wouldn't expect anything different.
yeah.
But it's like perfect. But I haven't asked you what you love about Jessie yet.
Yeah.
So Will, tell me.
It's the little things with
Okay.
Jessie, everything she does for me. For example, like before bed, I've got a sore back. Old Grandpa Will has a sore back, so she'll get me like a hot water bottle, like before
Aw.
bed. You
You're
know,
thoughtful.
yeah, very thoughtful. She'll go and take my phone and put it on charge if I haven't put it on charge. It's like the little things she does for me that I shouldn't notice, but I do. Obviously, I do, sort of thing.
Aw.
That goes under the radar, and she never expects anything from it. She just does it for me.
But I also appreciate that you notice those things, because sometimes I don't even notice that I'm doing those things. And I think it's really sweet that you actually appreciate
Don't
it.
look after me, and then it's not like this big, massive gesture or
Yeah.
anything like that. She has my back and will always like look out for me, which I love.
Aw,
So
it's
cute.
very
Now I'm
cute.
going to ask you the opposite, just to
Oh,
stop.
here we go.
So, what is your least favorite thing about each other? What does you both do to each other that gives you the ick?
Jesse's always right. Jessie is always right in every single situation. We had a little bicker before we came out today because
Yes, I stand by my opinion.
we were
now.
late, and rarely it's because of me. It was because of me this time that we were a little bit late. And Jessie went crazy at me, right? And I was like, take a chill pill for a second. If Jessie's late and I go, oh, we're going to be a little bit late, like you need to hurry up, then I shouldn't be rushing Jessie, so it's my fault. I shouldn't say anything. And
Can't
then if
rush
I'm
me,
late,
God.
so I can't
No.
win. I just can't win. Jessie's always right.
No, I have to say one thing on that. So when I'm late,
Yeah.
I always actually plan to leave earlier. So if we miss the first train, we're actually on time. Does that make sense?
No.
But then
Yes, I
you-
do this. And then
Yeah.
if I don't make the first train, I'm like, okay, it's fine because there's one in 20 minutes I can get.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
were never actually going to be late. We were just going to be really early. So even when I'm late, we're still there on time. We're still early. But I was like, you scrolling on TikTok and I said, we'll get dressed. And he's going, no, I've got heaps of time. And I'm like, no, you take forever to get dressed. Like, you think you don't take forever to get dressed, but you do.
Okay.
I can just not imagine you two in a serious argument. Like, you're
It's
both
like-
too, like, sweet. Like, it's so
We
funny.
laugh
They're not
afterwards.
really arguments. I bet if it got recorded and put out there, everyone would be like, well, this is the most pathetic argument I've ever seen.
But Jessie's always right.
Yes.
And yours to Will was him this morning.
Yeah, you this morning annoyed me. I think, what don't I like about you?
No, just leave it at that.
I
nothing.
know. No, the one thing about Will is because you're go. If I don't want to do things, Will's always got his schedule, and I'll be like in procrastination mode. And I'm just like, I want to chill for a bit, but you'll come in and be like, "Let's go. We've got things to do." And I'm like, I don't want to do anything right now.
So you're more like chill. Will was like, got to have a plan, got to know what he's doing. I feel like I'm like you, Will.
I break down. I break down. I can't emotionally like. I don't know what the right word is, but like take it. I can't.
Sitting indoors for too long. I get really like, oh, I need to do something. I feel like I'm lazy. I feel like I'm worthless if I don't get out of bed. And even little things like I'll have sleepovers or like I'll be at my boyfriend's and like we'll both wake up and I'll still be in bed and he's like, where's Amelie gone? And I've already got up and started getting ready because I can't just lay in bed and just chill. Like my mind is like, you need to get up now. You need to do something. You need to go eat food or you need to go to the gym. Like I cannot lay down after like I've just woken up and just chill and watch movies. Like I have to get out of bed.
Yeah, it makes you feel guilty.
Yeah, but I don't know why I'm like that because everyone does it. Like we all lay in the weekends.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like you where like I have to have a plan.
I have like mental breakdowns. Like I'll like write in the diary like the day before and it'll be like, right, at this time we'll go for a walk and then we'll do some like filming and then we can go and have lunch and then blah 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 and then it won't go to plan like the next day and I'll be like freaking out just trying to like piece it all together. And when it's not deep, it doesn't actually matter. Like who cares if you go for a walk at 9 or 10 or 11? Like who cares sort of thing. But if we haven't hit that time, I like start like panicking. I'm like, no,
yes, and then he's walking around like panicking, like I don't know, like
haven't been on my dog walk.
Everything, slamming down his cup. I'm like, just shut the fuck up. I'm finishing my coffee.
Okay, so you've given me your icks. I actually have a game because I've played this with a lot of girls and you've kind of said a lot about like Jessie doing little gestures and I wanted to play this segment which is king treatment or bare minimum. So basically you're going to tell me if you think this is king treatment or bare minimum. We've done a lot of like princess treatment or bare minimums. Now I want you to do the opposite.
Yep.
So tell me if you think it's king treatment or just bare minimum for Jessie to do this for you.
Okay.
And you can get
bare minimum, bare minimum, bare minimum. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Remembering how you take your coffee. We can both get involved in this.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum.
Yeah, I feel like that is just bare. Learning your favourite sports, team, game, hobby, and actually caring about it. Are you too into sports like that or not really?
Not really.
I'm into sports. We're like,
I like sports, but I'm not like one of these like die hard like my team or no team. Like, I enjoy watching sports.
Okay.
I don't really care like for that. What was the question?
So, is it bare minimum like to keep up to date with their favourite team, or do you think that's like princess king treatment?
Whatever is king. I don't know.
Treatment.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Whatever.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter. I don't know what.
This is what I mean with this thing. I feel that you can go both ways. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, it's just bare minimum. But then you're like, oh, it's quite sweet if they remembered like your favourite team.
Oh no, 100%.
And caught up to date. So I would say that's princess king treatment.
Yeah,
personally.
king treatment.
Booking the barber appointment you keep forgetting to make. Do you think that's like king treatment if Jessie was to do that for you?
Yeah, I would feel like a king.
Yeah.
Especially if she pays for it as well.
Oh, that's a double
I feel like a
whammy
princess,
there.
actually.
Doing princess.
Yeah.
Planning a boys
sugar
trip
mummy.
with Jessie included.
Excuse me?
Planning a boys trip with Jessie included. That's like cute, but I think that's still bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum. I'll do that. I'd actually want Jessie there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely. What about planning a boys trip without Jessie included?
That's just no good, is it?
That's just bare min.
That's
if you
just
do it.
no good.
No.
Like, you don't want to be doing that.
No, Jessie should be at every lad's holiday.
Exactly.
Thank
Okay, preach.
Okay, making sure your car's serviced, tyres are pumped, petrol's filled.
King treatment. She would never do that. Like, that's just. I don't think
I
Jessie's
think that
ever
is a bit
filled
of a
up.
blue job though.
Jesse's
Yeah, it's such a boy job.
Yeah.
Like,
I had a manual. A manual. Jessie can't drive manuals because in Australia they only learn an automatic.
No way, I didn't know
So I
that.
went, okay. When this,
not
this
every
was-
Australian, just me.
Okay.
I'll
Hey,
use that excuse.
I'm
They're like, yeah, no
automatic.
one drives manuals in Australia.
this is like right at the start of our relationship. So then I was like, I'll sell that, and I went and got a automatic so Jessie could drive it. She's not driven it once.
Yeah, I don't drive anymore. I
No,
just have
word, that's
holidays.
not driven it. No, maybe that's a lie. Maybe once or twice, and that is an actual once or twice.
Wait, really? You just don't like driving?
I drove once. It was really scary.
Okay.
So I'm like, no.
So anywhere I
when you
will
went back
just.
to Oz, did you drive?
Yeah,
Oh
Jessie
yeah, I
drives
actually
it.
do drive in Australia.
Mm.
Like
So
Australia, it's
sick.
fine, but here the roads are so narrow, and there's where we live, it's like road and then a hedge. And
Right.
it always feels like I'm gonna drive into the hedge. Like I need some space or something. It's just scary.
Okay, well, fair enough. I feel like, yeah, England driving with the potholes.
Oh
you
my
never know what
God.
you're gonna
That's
get
just an
yourself
excuse.
into.
Jessie likes to be passenger princess. Like, that is just.
Should we sit there filming them TikToks?
Yes.
Cars wheels
Look,
driving.
That's when I
That's
get on the Snapchat. Actually, I do my Snapchat updates in the car.
Mm.
I
Who's
also
driving?
do that. If like someone else is driving, I'm like, this is the time to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Posting you without you asking.
What, on her
You
socials?
are a public relationship.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
feel
I don't
like
really.
It's just normal.
Yeah, bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare
I think
minimum?
it's sad if that has to be like king or princess treatment as well. Because it's like
Yeah.
you post the things you love usually, unless you have like a really specific niche. But
Or like
even
you're really like, I don't want to post my boyfriend. I get that, but
Mm.
like if
Yeah.
you do post your partner, it shouldn't be.
No, 100%. Look,
Shouldn't be a bare
we've
minimum.
got such an open relationship anyway. Like, we've got each other's passwords. Like, I will like if I'm working on the farm, let's say during lambing, I'll give Jessie my phone and be like, do my posts for me and edit my TikToks and do all of this because I
Yeah.
just haven't got time, sort of thing.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
do get when people don't put their partners on social media. There's like an influencer in Australia, and she's never revealed her partner because
No way.
I think it just draws too much attention to the relationship.
And some
If-
people don't want like the evil eye, do they? Like,
Yeah.
they don't want people to like go and like pray that they break up or whatever. So I feel like if you are a private relationship, then I think that's just normal. But if you're not, then it's bare minimum.
yeah.
You should be posting who you love.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Stocking the fridge with your go-to stuff, like drinks, snacks, things that you like. Who does the food shop in this relationship?
Who do you think?
Jessie.
No! Oh my
Both do
god!
it.
No!
We both do it together.
Oh my god! No,
No,
way!
okay.
That is king treatment. Jessie is the most undecisive person in the world. I'll ask her every single day, like, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. Whatever you want, whatever you want. I'm like, just we always have what I want. Like, what do you want? Won't make a decision.
I eat so basic, and I do not keep snacks in the house just because, like, if they're in the house, they're getting eaten immediately.
Oh my god.
Like, we bought chocolate last night, and they're just already gone.
Mm,
So yeah, if you want your snacks, you got to do that yourself.
I feel like the only thing Jessie will get if we go into the store, like she said, it is treats. Like, she doesn't mind going in and buying like cookies and stuff. But you can't be having cookies for dinner.
No, you
Why-
can.
no.
It's giving dad. It's
Yeah.
giving, you need some nutrients.
Yeah.
Like, my dad used to be, you can't have chicken nuggets every night. I'd be like, yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Give me the potatoes with the smiley face.
Yes,
Remember
with the
them?
chicken
Oh my God, we still
dinosaurs.
have those.
I
They're
love
so
those.
good.
Paying for dates.
Probably king treatment.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Letting you have the bigger portion of the food.
Bare minimum. Without a
I
question.
feel like us girls do that anyway.
Yeah.
We don't
No,
even need to.
Jessie went through a phase of going, let's just share a meal. And I was like, no, like, I actually just want a whole meal to myself. Jessie was like, let's share it. And then she just won't get her own meal. And then
Yeah,
I'm like,
sharing's good.
I'm like Joey from Friends, where like, Joey doesn't share food.
I think my biggest thing is like, I'll be like, I'm not hungry. Like, we'll be at a restaurant. I'm like, I'm not going to eat anything. Like, I'm not hungry.
Mm.
His food will come out and I'll be like, can I have some of your chips,
Yeah.
please? Like, I'm such a.
That's like the most
I'm a
frustrating
nightmare.
thing. That is like, I hate that. Just does that all the time, and it just it itches me inside. I'm like, just get something you want. I'll just eat your other half.
So Will just orders 2 meals now because he knows they're going to steal it.
Yeah, fairs. And you're always going to eat some of it anyway, so it's not a waste.
100%.
Letting you pick the movie and not complain.
Probably bare minimum. Jessie does not watch TV, is not interested in anything. I try and like actually physically put Jessie down and go, come on, let's watch a series together. No interest.
I scroll on TikTok. I start doing everything I needed to do in the day when the TV's on.
No
Fairs.
interest.
Packing your snacks for if you've got like a day in London or you're working on the farm.
Bare
Would
minimum.
Jessie do that?
Bare minimum. I
When
reckon
you're
we
on the
do
farm,
that.
I actually make you food.
Or is that king treatment? I don't know if I'm saying the right things. Jessie does that. I
Yeah.
feel like you do that.
Okay, so we're just going to say it's like a little bit king treatment. It's nice to do, but it's bare minimum for your relationship. She
Yeah.
does that anyway. Right, we'll do one more. Actually caring when you have the man flu.
Yes, Jessie. What do I say for this? Bare minimum or king treatment?
King treatment.
King treatment.
We shouldn't really care for your men flu.
That's so not true. I feel like I actually cry to Jessie all the time how ill I am, and I get no sympathy. She goes to the point where she'll go round to my parents and like be like, "Yeah, he's got this man flu again. He's such a blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Why are you ratting me out to my parents once, and then they can give me stick?"
They
I'm
agree
like,
with me though.
I'm like, I'm actually ill.
Men, it's just my dad. Like, I've grown up with a dad that will literally complain about his back every day. I'm like, mate, we know that you have a bad back. Please stop telling me that your back hurts. What do you want me to do?
We just want a little bit of sympathy,
I get that, but not every
and we
day.
don't get it.
No,
We
Will
don't.
starts limping when he doesn't want to do something. And I'm like, where was that limp earlier?
He's not limping. That's giving me at school.
That
Like,
is a
like
true
holding
story.
his
in
back
PE, I'd be like,
limping.
"Ow."
Actually, I have hurt my back, and like before bed, I would like, I need my hot water bottle.
I think you actually should take that as king treatment.
Yeah.
That is so slay. Right, okay, I've got a topic. Have you seen the TikTok of a guy listing things his girlfriend says to him that he can never say to her? So, like, for example, like, if Jessie would say to you, like, are you really wearing that?
Yeah.
What are some things that Jessie would say to you that you could never say back to her?
Do you really want to eat that? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you not going to just eat it and not be happy with yourself afterwards?
No, okay.
That's
backstory.
fucking true.
Giving all
Do
back,
Yeah, I know.
Do
No,
not.
backstory. Will be like on Monday, he's like, oh, I'm starting a new diet. I'm going to like be in the gym. And then he goes, oh, should I just get a McDonald's? Okay, whatever. He gets the McDonald's.
Valid and fair, can I say?
Gets
Love
the
a
McDonald's.
Mackey's.
And then he's like, why did I do that? Like, oh my God, I've ruined my whole gym program. And then he just gets so upset and complains about it for like 3 days. And I'm like, is it actually worth ruining your whole week? Could you actually just sit and sulk about it?
So what you tell him, like, are you sure you want to get that?
And I say, I'm like, if you're going to get it, don't complain afterwards. I'm not listening to it. That's the rule. If you get it, don't complain.
Yeah.
Will, I love how quick that comes to mind, by the way. I feel like some people might sit there and be like, Will was like, this is what Jessie does and this is what pisses me off.
Yeah.
I love
can't
that.
deal with you complaining about your diet. It's not having it.
Right, we've got a game, Will You or Won't You, wedding edition.
Nice.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me if you will or you won't, okay? We'll go through these quickly. Read each other's vows before the big day.
Won't.
No,
Won't.
won't.
Nah.
Okay.
But I will do, because I've seen this on TikTok. I think it's really cute. Is that, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like a door and the couple's like behind the door and they say some, they're like holding hands like this and they say some words beforehand. They're not the vows, but it's like a message before going in.
Oh, that's really cute.
That's so sweet. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Yes, you can't see
I must be
each
in
other.
wedding TikTok, I reckon.
You
Yeah.
probably are. I
Yeah.
feel like if I got engaged, I would be on wedding talk.
Yeah.
You'd never get me off there. Will you or won't you cry before?
Will probably will. I
You
probably
will.
won't.
That's such a lie. Jessie cried during the proposal. She'll cry in the wedding. She tries to let off that she's this big bad wolf who doesn't cry. She cried at the proposal. That was my like number one thing. I reckon you will cry. I reckon I will cry.
Fingers crossed I don't cry though, because is it going to ruin my makeup?
Oh my God, it's the beauty.
It is the
of
beauty of
it.
it. Yeah.
And I feel like you never really notice when people cry on their wedding days, like the makeup, because everyone's just so glowy and pretty and perfect. And no one cares.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Teardrop.
cry. All
I
right.
feel like if I
I can't wait to see this video. Can't wait
know,
to see.
I'm
I'm going to be
so
zooming in on her face, being like, is she crying? Is she not? Was Will right? Was Will wrong?
I'm not a very cute crier though. Like I look really. I think it's the Botox. It doesn't look cute. I'm like, give it Kim Kardashian. So I'm like, oh please don't.
Okay, right. So you think you'll cry? You
Yeah.
think Jessie will? Jessie
Yeah.
is trying
I think
not
we
to.
pay for
Have a 3-day wedding weekend.
Yes.
week.
Make
yeah.
it as long as possible.
Yeah.
Drag that out. Drag it
Mm.
out. Elope without telling family.
No.
I have considered this. Not telling family, but I have considered elopement because we could just get married wherever, and you just
Nah.
like save so much money. But obviously, Will's got his heart set on that big wedding.
Right. So we're having that big
We're
wedding.
only doing it once.
True.
Not me saying we like I'm part of this
Yeah.
relationship. Yeah, we're gonna have that big wedding, guys.
We're only doing it once.
I'll be the wedding planner. Okay, ban +1s to save money.
Yes, I would.
Nah, I'm such a sucker. I'm like, I can't say no. So if someone asks, I go, yeah, that's fine.
Fez, would you uninvite someone if they wronged you before the wedding?
I would. I would so do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Someone did you dirty? I feel like why would you want them at your wedding?
Yeah, exactly.
Get out.
Mm.
Spend more than you can afford because it's a once in a lifetime. We'll just say
I
that
would be
exact quote.
yes. Jessie would be no.
I'd be trying to not let us spend as much as possible, but Will is just like a spender. So
Yeah.
Fez, there's
We
always
will
got
go
one
over.
and the other to balance this relationship out.
Look, when we got proposed, when I proposed to Jessie, I bought loads of like flowers. I had like a florist, I think they're called, who
Right,
set
yeah.
up all the flowers, and obviously they left them there, and Jessie was there going around picking them all up, and was like, "We're bringing these home."
yeah, I
with
was
us."
like, they're coming home.
They're coming home with me. Have separate hen stag trips abroad.
Nah.
We want to have a joint one.
Yeah, we've already spoken about this.
That's so slay.
yeah,
Really?
we've already spoken about this. We're thinking Nashville, a little trip around America.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Joint. Do you know what it is as well? Like,
If you
I've
need a
been-
chaperone, I'm here.
yeah.
Come on, girl.
I feel like I'm gonna probably have some of your like brothers in my, what is it called? Like the men. What is
The
it?
stags, no?
No, but who are they? That like grooms.
Oh, the groomsmen.
Yeah,
yeah.
and obviously I reckon we'll all just probably come together. We might have separate nights and things like that.
Because Will's got girl best friends, and then I've got guy best friends too. So it's kind of like we're just
Right.
gonna join it all together.
Yeah.
Fairs.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds fun. Okay. Invite an ex because you're mature now.
Hell no.
No.
I don't know who's doing that, but I don't think you two should get married if you're doing
Absolutely
that.
not.
No.
Have a content creator at your wedding.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you joking? I had a content creator, I had a videographer, I had a photographer, I had like 4 people at the proposal.
Wow.
Yeah.
The wedding's going to be double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be an expensive wedding. Make guests wear a strict dress code.
Ooh, so within reason, I would
Okay.
give like a color scheme, but I'm not gonna like monitor everyone's outfits.
Yeah.
But I do think if we go on, I kind of want them to suit the wedding vibe.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
So give them a bit of a brief.
Because
Yeah.
it's not like you have to wear this exact outfit.
Unless
them
someone
just
wears
colours.
white. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Have a child-free wedding. We've kind of spoken about this.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
I would
will you
say.
or won't you? If it's close
Close
family, of
close
course.
family, kids. If you're not part of the family, get away, kids.
Fairs. Will you change your surname?
Ooh, I don't know. We spoke about. Oh my god, you should have seen my mum's
Jessie,
face when
Jessie.
she like heard. I was like, I'm gonna be Jessie Young, and my mum's face was like, oh.
Really?
I don't know if it suits me, Jessie Young.
Like,
think
she
it's
just
quite
sounds proper
cool.
country. I'm Jessie Young.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
it's
mean?
giving quite cool.
Yeah, Jessie Young.
I don't
You're not
know.
sure yet.
Jesse Winter Young. Sounds
Yeah,
better.
maybe hyphenate it. But then I'm like, do I want a hyphenated name? I don't know. But I haven't come to terms with leaving my surname yet.
Okay.
I feel like that's quite scary.
Yeah, it's more scary for me because I've just got sisters.
Mm.
So it means that we're never going to have my
Exactly.
last name anymore. Like, no one in the family is going to have it unless someone keeps it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The kid.
exactly.
Otherwise, Hobson, my last name's going to go.
I think we're in such a day and age now. Like it doesn't matter. Like actually, if Jesse goes, I want to keep my last name. I'd be totally fine with it. Like that's not why we're getting married.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get married. I don't know. Some people, if you married a billionaire, you might be doing it for the name. You know what I mean? But
Or a Kardashian.
Yeah.
I'm taking that one. I don't care. F my family, sorry.
exactly. But
Yeah.
it doesn't bother. I don't think it bothers either of us.
No. Okay. Fair enough. Right. We'll do one more. Have no phones on the ceremony.
No, have your phones out, so as long as they're on like airplane mode.
Oh.
I want some other angles, some photos.
TikTok live it.
Yeah, kidding.
Stream Twitch in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, make some extra profit whilst
Yeah.
you're there. You'll just see the money going up on the gifts. You'll be like, yep, I'm at the right place. Okay. Have a prenup.
Prenup.
Nah.
Nah, we
So-
literally share everything already. I think from the
Yes.
moment we started dating, we were so chill with all that. So
Not really
Yeah.
your vibe.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing a prenup. No.
Okay.
nah.
No.
Fair enough. Right, we've
I
actually
trust
got-
you.
I trust you. I actually have a private story hotline, so people send in if they need advice on something, and me and you two need to go through and basically tell them what we think they should do. So if you guys do want to send in what you might have problems on at the moment and you need some advice, you can do that in the link in the description. But yeah, the first person that we've got is from Ethan, and Ethan has said, I've been with my boyfriend for a year and things are great, but he's starting to get frustrated because my best friend is constantly inserting herself into our plans. We've always been inseparable, but lately it feels like we never get one-to-one time. She'll join our plans, tag along to dinners, never goes to bed early, so we have to stay on the couch. I completely understand why my boyfriend is annoyed, but I also don't want my best friend to feel like I'm choosing him over her. How do I ask for some space without hurting her or making it seem like I'm putting my relationship first? The kicker of it all is we all live together. Ooh.
Oh,
So imagine you two live with someone else
Yeah.
and they're always
Yeah.
inserting themselves in.
oh, I'd be so bad at that because you never want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Mm.
No.
Oh,
And I also offer people hope. Actually, I can't even say that. That's so rude. I was say offer
do
people
it.
hoping
Say.
they'll say no. I'll be like, do you want something? Hoping they'll say no because I can't be bothered to go make you a tea.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, do you want a tea? Hoping you'll say, I'm not in the mood for a tea.
It's like when you go to the grocery store, you're like, do you want anything?
Yeah,
and they're like,
hoping they
yes.
won't
I'm like,
send
"Are
you
you
anything."
serious? I didn't actually want to go there.
Yeah, I feel like I would really struggle with that.
I think you've got to establish what you value more.
Yeah.
Friendship or the relationship? Is this like a relationship you think you're going to get married to, or is it like a phase? Like,
Yeah.
I'd establish what you value more.
But if your partner is getting angry about it, I feel like you have got to take their feelings into consideration.
100%, yeah. But
And
then-
if you
like
live
them.
with them as well, I guess you do have to prioritize the relationship. Otherwise, it's not going to continue to grow and flourish.
No, definitely not.
But you don't have to be rude. You don't have to
No.
tell the friend to like go away and never talk to me again.
Yeah.
It's just like, we're having date night tonight. Use the word date night. If they decide to intrude on date night, that's a bit odd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They surely wouldn't do that. Maybe like set yourselves like a certain few nights of a week or maybe like once a week. You guys will go off and do something just you two out away from the house and then you're kind of getting away from them.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be like anything expensive. You could just go like chill, go for a walk or something, but get away from your friend. I don't know. And then maybe have some friend time with just your friend when your partner's busy.
Yeah, that's so hard,
guys,
isn't
like,
it? All
have
living together.
Any friends that have ever been like intrude? I don't want to like.
No, we don't
your
really
friend-
have any people intrude on our relationship, but I guess
Do you have a lot of you two time?
we
It's
do.
all we have, to be honest.
But the thing is, when we go to Australia, because I don't get to see my friends all year round, we do prioritize them a lot. Sometimes it can get really intense because if we're in Australia for 3 months,
Yeah.
it'll feel like we've had no us time.
Oh, 100%. I would even say that like, when we go to Australia, I'm like, you go out. Jesse's always like, oh, I want like come with. And I'm like, no, you just go out and do, because I'm always there. Do you know what I mean? They probably for the last few years haven't had just you. I've always been there and it's not the same. I just don't think, because obviously I'm there, not there.
They think you're a vibe though.
No, but do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know, when you grow up with someone, it's like you're
It's the same for
inseparable.
boys. Like they'll want just boy time without their
100%.
girlfriend being there because boys are different when the girlfriends are there. Like,
Yeah.
obviously they don't want to annoy.
Yeah,
their girlfriend.
and then I can just spend time with your dad fishing and playing cricket. So I actually prefer that when Jessie goes and does it. So I can have a
Yeah, I
bit of
bet.
me time with your daddy.
Yeah. So you guys have had like your me times, and then obviously
Yeah.
when you go to Australia, that must be quite difficult with trying to catch up with everyone.
Yeah.
And you have to try cram like a year, 2 years of loss, and
Yeah.
not seeing them all into 3 months. It must be quite difficult.
100%.
We're pretty good at that. Like even if we go out, let's say to events or different things like that, we'll go together, but we'll just separate.
Yeah.
Like, we'll go spend time with, I know the people that we've gone to meet up. We're never really together.
Yeah,
Do
we
you know
were
what I mean?
talking
We're
about
together,
this the other
but
day.
not. Yeah.
So we like go to the events together, but then we just branch off and go see our own people, which I think is a good way to do it because I feel like you don't want to be in a relationship where when you go out in public, you have to be side by side.
Yeah.
I mean,
be
it's
holding
nice to
hands
obviously
all
have you there, but then obviously we could just go off and do our own thing.
It's pretty great that you're in the industry because you
Yeah.
know people. Because I feel like if you've got someone that's not in the industry and you're bringing them to your workplace, it must be quite hard because you can't just leave them.
Oh,
because you
that'd be
know
Yeah, and you're
anyone.
always probably
challenging.
like, seeing if they're okay, like are they comfortable and things like that.
Yeah, of
and
course.
it's-
You've got to like include them in conversations because no one's going to just talk to them if they don't know them more than with you guys. I feel like we
Yeah.
know both of you, so like it'd be easier.
do our own thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do your own thing. Well, yeah, I hope that helps you. Ethan, good luck. Maybe just tell your friend. We're going to have some date night time tonight. And yeah, you should be fine. I hope you're okay. Right, this is my favourite segment of the podcast.
Okay.
I want to know on a deeper level what you guys have been liking at the moment, what you've been. So basically, it's called flirting, filing, favoriting.
Yeah.
So you got to tell me something that you're flirting with. You're getting into it. Could be like a new gym class or a new film that you're loving or anything. Something that we're favoriting, that we're loving and we're always loving, and something that we're ditching for this year that we're filing. So you can start however you want.
Okay. So I would say we're flirting with like long walks instead of really like intense gym sessions.
Okay.
Being on our walking grind, out walking in the rain and stuff. A little bit like less intense on the body, which I like, instead of feeling like you have to always go to the gym.
Yeah.
Something filing would be Coke Zero.
Okay.
So she's out dull. So last year I kind of started to give it up because I used to drink Coke Zero all the time.
Tell
like,
him
with
what
my
you did about
dinner.
that litre bottle of Coke Zero.
Oh my God, shut up. That wasn't even... Will thinks I drink.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and Jessie was on the end of the bed downing a litre
No.
bottle of Coke Zero, then chucked it in the bin.
No, it was already like empty and I only had like a tiny bit left. He's making it out like I drink a whole 3 litre bottle in the middle of the
By
night.
herself at 3 a.m.
She actually used to.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you're ditching
so,
it.
yeah, Coke Zero's out because I just drink too much of it. I'm like, do you know what, babe? If you're thirsty, I can have a water.
Okay. Good for you, girl. And what are we flirting with? Did we say?
Flirting was like long walks instead of
Wait,
the
what are we favoriting then?
favoriting. Oh, what am I favoriting?
You watched a new
Yeah.
series recently and well, definitely not Jessie. She doesn't like watching that stuff. Any show, any movie, any workout.
Do you know what I'm favoriting? I'm favoriting London at the moment. I
Okay.
feel like when I first moved here, I was like, oh, I'm so homesick. But this year, I'm like, nah, I'm really going to get into getting the train into London and spending more time in London and just like soaking up that UK lifestyle a bit more.
Yeah, slay.
Done it a few weekends ago and it was so fun. So
I
I'm
feel like
like,
when you actually romanticize where you live, you're like,
yes.
people come here
Mm.
as like tourists and this is my hometown. Like, you've got to live it up.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. I always see Aussies move to the UK and they live in London and they have so much fun. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm actually going to start acting like a tourist here and just bloody enjoy.
Do it. Go to the Big Ben.
Yes.
Do all that stuff. No, I think there's fun things to do than that. But yeah, that's cute. What are you favoriting, filing, and flirting with?
So what is it? Favoriting,
Favoriting,
flirting,
flirting, and filing.
and filing. So I'd say flirting, date night without recording it, I'd say.
Yeah.
So obviously within kind of like, and you might get this as well, like with us, obviously all of your work you film, and a lot of the things that we do for date night's really cool, and it's like, oh, I want to do this experience and like share it with everyone. But we're flirting with the idea. We did pottery painting, didn't really do any content around it, and just had that as date day.
Yeah.
And it's really, and you know, I'd definitely say for the first year or two, it was really hard to distinguish the difference between date night and content creation.
Yeah, I bet.
And it kind of all molded into one. But this year, we're definitely flirting with the idea of just doing things for us, not recording it. Let's go and have date day and spend quality time together, and not even focus about our phones.
Oh, that's really cute. Okay, so we're flirting with the idea of doing that.
Yeah.
What are we favoriting?
Punch. You know that little baby monkey?
Oh my god! I was talking about Punch yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, Punch, is that like a drink again? Are we talking about Coke Zeros here? or-
Favoriting Punch, the little baby monkey.
Yeah.
And we're hating all the other monkeys who are bullying it.
Yeah,
and
we're filing them monkeys.
Yes, and we're loving Punch's little cuddly toy. It was so sad. It like made us almost cry.
Yeah.
It was so sad
It's
seeing
when he
that.
jumps on the people that
I
work
know.
there, and like, they're trying to take his toy away, and he's just jumping. I'm like, no.
Why were they being so
know.
mean to him?
And he stood on 2 feet.
I
Did you
know.
see that video? He stood on
Yes.
2 feet. I was like, I need to fly to Japan to see this monkey.
I know. We're
Yeah.
we're favoriting him, and we're loving him, and we're giving him all of the love. I think that is.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I hate seeing that sort of stuff.
I think that
It's
is,
like,
the best one I've
just
heard
like,
this whole week.
you
Thanks, Will.
bullies. They're just bullies, aren't they? Just let him be.
This poor freaking monkey. But no, okay, that really leaves us on one last question to ask you both, which is, what is your wardrobe confessionals? I want you to tell me something that no one would know. It could be both of you together, come here and tell me a story, or individually. It could be a funny, embarrassing story from childhood. It could be a story that happened whilst you were on the show that no one knows about. Give me a private story that your followers might not know.
Private story. So when we were in the Maldives celebrating being just engaged,
Yeah.
we hadn't drank in ages because we were on our fitness grind before Australia. And at the resort, they had this thing called free flow, where for 1 hour you got free flowing drinks. And free flow, I tell you that.
Wow.
So we were like, okay, we've got 1 hour, let's have some cocktails.
Yeah.
We started having every cocktail under the sun, and I don't even know how. I don't know if the alcohol's stronger there, but we both got so freaking drunk, like so
I blacked
drunk.
out at 5
you
p.m.
didn't.
I
Yeah.
blacked out at 5 p.m. I don't remember a thing. And then we look at our phone the next day,
And I
there's,
recorded everything.
there's videos
I was being
of
an
me
influencer.
on this man's back one time. And then, yeah, it was just something.
We couldn't remember our room number. We eventually found our room number, and then we were so drunk that it was a push door, not a pull. And we were like, oh my God, we've locked ourselves out. We started to like scan, like, I don't even know what it was. It was just like a little square. We were trying to scan, we're like, it's not working. So Will lifts me up and like hoists me over this big fence. Then I get to the other side. I'm like, oh, it's not even locked. We were just being like, oh my God, so freaking messy.
And this was after you just got engaged?
Yes. And like,
Bearing in mind, we told everyone on the island that we're engaged.
Oh,
We were
yeah,
supposed to be
everyone.
keeping it a secret.
we were like FaceTiming people's daughters, being like, we're engaged.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. But then we went to dinner, and Will was so drunk, he like just could barely stay awake. But I was also so drunk, so we just must have looked stupid.
I
Wait,
cried.
stop. So
Like,
this was
there's
like
like-
5 o'clock in the daytime, and you still had dinner
No,
that
so
night?
at 5, we went back at 5, swum in our pool for about an hour with our clothes on,
So stupid.
I wanted to be on
recorded-
this holiday. What?
recorded the whole
I've
thing.
got it all like, I don't know what. Oh my God. So in the videos, I'm like, guys, my outfit's from White Fox. My discount code's Jessie WF. Like, I was so drunk. I didn't realize I was drunk. And I
But
thought,
what a great influencer. She still knows that discount code when she's that drunk. That is giving
Honestly.
influencer.
And then I then went in, got dried, got changed. Jessie just walked out the pool and went to dinner in the wet outfit.
I dried really quickly, luckily.
We tried to cycle there. I got on the bike, tried to cycle, fell in the hedge. Someone pulled up in their buggy, and then Jessie, while recording it, then fell in the hedge. And then we were like, well, maybe we shouldn't
We're like,
cycle.
can you take her?
And then he
So
took us.
embarrassing.
We got there. I like cried at the table. I don't know why. And then
I
it
was
got to the
so
point. I was so drunk. I got up and left Jessie and went
It
back.
didn't
to
say why.
went back to the room and passed out. And Jessie was there,
At dinner for ages, being like, he's coming back. He's coming
waiting
back.
for
He
me.
didn't come back. So I like took my plate of food in the buggy back to our room, and he was snug in bed. So then, because I was
clothes
really
off.
drunk,
Like I thought about it. Like my clothes were off. I was snugged into bed. I was like ready for bed.
sleep. And I was like, you can't do that to your fiance. And then there was like a day bed outside and it was given Love Island. I was like, I'm sleeping on the day bed. And then I went out and got a towel and like made a bed outside.
Yeah, and then we woke up and I was like to Jessie, what the hell happened? Like, I don't remember a thing.
Either. I
And
was
then we looked at the phone and I just cringed. I was like, I actually can't go to breakfast right now. Like,
No.
I can't go out. Like, who saw us? Like,
the whole
what
resort. We had to
happened?
stay there for a whole week after this as
That
well.
buggy man was like, what the
no,
hell
because
is going on?
when we went out to breakfast, he one of the waiters was like, do you remember what you did last night? And I said, don't talk to me. I said, thanks so much, but don't talk to me right now. I don't. What do you mean, what did I do? No, I don't remember. And I don't want to remember.
Oh my God.
We were so shocked because we never get drunk like that either. I feel like we must have been like a bit jet lagged and it was before dinner as well or something.
and they eat everything and not working out, not drinking. There's
Yeah.
so much that could have factored
It
into
was
this.
one wild night.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy you experienced it though, because you'll always remember that now.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
You
hilarious.
would have anyway, because it was your engagement.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that just makes it even better.
Mm.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having
having
us.
us.
Private story. I love that one. But yeah, guys, you can follow Will and Jessie on all socials and make sure that you go check out the new podcast when it relaunches because that would be so exciting. But thank you for listening to this episode of Amy Charlize's Private Story. Make sure to give it a 5-star review on any of the audio apps. I keep forgetting what I'm talking about today. It is brain fog and it is flu season. So that is why I'm blaming it on. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to the show and let me know who you want to see on in the future. But thank you so much and I'll see you next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Bye.
Bye.